Hi, I'm Roger Himes, the Gospel Coach, and this is what I call worship songs and gospel truth. These are short times of a little bit of music, a little bit of message designed to plant the gospel deep in your heart. You know, the gospel strengthens our hearts in a world that is saturated with problems. This is a song I wrote called Communion, and this is part 2 of a 3-part series called Communion. Well, take, eat. This is my body, broken for thee. Do this in remembrance of me. This is the cup, the blood of the covenant that I share with thee. Come and drink with me. You know, legalistic preachers turn the promise and the blessing of communion into a problem and a curse. Instead of making us son conscious, which means focused on Jesus, they make us sin conscious. Their focus is not what Jesus has done for us. Instead, it's on what we did last week or maybe even last night, who knows. I'm not saying we don't need to deal with our sin, because we do. But we also need to remember that Jesus dealt with our sin for us. Jesus came to put away sin by the sacrifice of himself. Paul says Jesus became sin for us, so we could be made his righteousness. Now, if we're in Christ, our loving Father not only forgives our sin, but he also forgets our sin, as it says twice in Hebrews, just so we don't miss it. Now, legalistic instructors misread 1 Corinthians 11, 27 through 31. They see the word unworthy as saying that we are unworthy because of sin. This is not what it means. The word unworthily means that we take communion unworthily because we do focus on us and our sin, and not on Jesus and him overcoming our sin. That should be the first thing, the fact that Jesus overcame sin, became sin for us. The word unworthily refers to our motivation and reason in taking communion. It doesn't refer to us, to our condition. We're the people taking communion. It doesn't refer to us. So what I want you to see is taking communion with a single-minded vision of Jesus is the way we should do it. Not with a double-minded vision, one eye on Jesus and one eye on us and our sin. That's not the way it's meant to be. There's a time to remember our sin and to deal with it. But in communion, Jesus says, do this in remembrance of me. Now, see, communion is making us one with the person of Jesus who gave us communion. This is how we take communion in a worthy manner. Now, don't be unworthy in all that you do. Have no guilt of the body and blood, but examine yourself and judge yourself, that you should in no way be judged. See, that's the bottom line. We should in no way be judged. Take, eat, this is my body, broken for thee. Do this in remembrance of me. This is the cup, the blood of the covenant that I share with thee. Come and drink with me. Hey, once again, I'm Roger Himes, the Gospel Coach, and thanks a lot for listening.